I think that if Manchester United, if we kept Ronaldo and De Gea during the Ten Hag era and got rid of Ten Hag instead, we would be a consistent top four team over the last few years instead of the 15th place team that we've been. Here's my logic. De Gea versus Onana. De Gea is getting you an exponential more amount of saves, letting in an exponential less amount of goals. And with De Gea alone, you are winning more games, therefore getting more points. Add in Ronaldo, whose replacements have been Hoyland, have been Xerxes, have been, I don't even remember his name, this Dutch player that they brought in originally that scored one goal, and sure, he scored a goal for Netherlands in the World Cup, and they thought he was like the GOAT, but did nothing. You have not been able to replace two players mainly in your team. That's been your striker player, which is Ronaldo, and your goalkeeping player, which has been De Gea. Both players, by the way, Ronaldo, he's not what he was. But are you telling me Ronaldo is not better than any of those players? The year that he left, he finished third in Premier League scoring. You have the player with the third in Premier League scoring on your team versus players with like no medals who are like literally at the bottom of the list as strikers. And then let's go on the goalkeeper. David De Gea won the Gold Glove, which means he's the best goalkeeper that year. They got rid of him the next year they spent money to get rid of him next year. For a goalkeeper they just got rid of, but a goalkeeper who couldn't save a beach ball. I'm sorry. All for what? All for saying, oh, De Gea can't play with his feet. Are you done? Are you done? Anyway, I think add those two players in, you're getting 10 to 12 points a season easily. You get 10 to 12 points a season, more than you are getting right now. You're in the top four conversation every single year. That is my hot take. I think those two players, yes, they're older, but United haven't been able to find replacements. I think you take those players out when you found replacements, and Ten Hag didn't do that. Ten Hag took those players out, found players who are Dutch that he thought, oh, maybe are good, and really ruined the trajectory of Manchester United Football Club. That is my hot take.